This story comes from Texas, and it comes from KLTV.com. Arlington police officer fired at the fatal shooting of man. And I wanted to cover this case because it highlights something that I've talked about previously when it comes to these police-involved shootings, where officers just shoot people and they intentionally put themselves in the pathway to danger. And I'm so glad that citizens are wising up to this, because essentially what it is the equivalent of what the NBA is outlawing in the NBA right now. It's when the shooters or the offensive player exaggerate contact and will dive into a defender to try to draw a foul. And in this case, you're going to see the same element. So let's get into the story and you'll see why I made that comparison. And you're going to get why that particular comparison is so applicable. An Arlington police officer who fatally shot a man following a brief vehicle pursuit has been fired for violating department policy. Police Chief Al Jones said Officer Robert Phillips was fired Friday, 2 days after he shot and killed Jesse Fisher on a city street. Police say Fisher had twice driven away from officers doing traffic stops when he drove onto a dead-end street, then turned his vehicle around. Jones said Phillips stopped his vehicle, got out, then fired as Fisher drove toward him. Jones said Phillips violated department policy that limits when officers may put themselves in the path of a moving vehicle and when they may shoot at a moving vehicle. So once again, it highlights what I was talking about. There are police officers who are looking to shoot citizens, and so they will intentionally place themselves in harm's way. Just like, for example, NBA players like Steph Curry, James Harden, and some others were exaggerating contact and diving into defenders as the defenders were trying to put their hands up to defend a shot. And so these officers are the equivalent of that when it comes to law enforcement. And so I'm glad that people are wising up to this, because officers are claiming that their jobs are so dangerous when oftentimes it's the cop themselves who's making their own jobs more dangerous than it has to be, and thus they justify shooting people. Thanks for watching. If you would like more deep dive content, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want more shorter content, you can check out my TikTok. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow. But most importantly, make sure you share the content with everyone that you know so that we can hold cops accountable. Until next time, horns up, peace out, good night, and good luck.